Good morning, traders and investors. Welcome to this Monday, December 18th edition of Pre-Market Prep Plus. Joel Elconin joining you here to guide you up to that opening bell here on Wall Street, coming off the quad wedge expiration. We broke a 6-day winning streak, right? No big deal here, but we're back in the green this morning. We're traded up 12 and three quarters handles at 47.80.75. Little bit of weakness in that choppy close on Friday, but they have not so far seen that closing price of 47.68. That's the second highest closing price of this recent move. We'll be keeping an eye on that. If you're looking for resistance, if there's any resistance in this market, it's going to be coming in at the pair of highs from Thursday and Friday. Those highs come in at 47.89 and 47.91.75. That's the high of the move here. As we are done with the December contract, full eyes attention on the March contract. Let's take a look at the buck here. And the buck is traded down 9.8 cents. You got a double bottom on the bottom of the sell-off last week, and you got resistance forming here. Three highs clustered at the same area. We'll call 102.41. That's the important area to get through here. If not, still a little short-term corrective mode on the downside if you get some movement in some economic data or anything that comes out later this week. Parallels at the 101, let's call it 43 area. Crude Middle East tensions, ships getting attacked. That's instigating a rally up a buck 99 at 73.77. Had some problems clearing the 72 handle, but now we are above that. Now we are looking your next target on the upside. That's in the 74 handle. That comes in at your December 5th high of 74.40. That's your crude oil market, your gold resting in the 2000s here. Not looking good after that big week last week. Bulls will be clinging to the low from Friday and today. 20, 29, 20, 20, 29 and a half. $10 above it, way off last week's high. Got to form a bid here, and not we have a bid. Now let's see if we can sustain it. Silver, your wild child, 26 under 23, back up into 24 handle. What do you got on this one? Missing the highs from last week, 24, good support. You bounced off that. Let's see, in the last three sessions, 24.06. 24.05 and 24.01. So there's your support. In the crude oil market, or excuse me, in the silver market, Bitcoin futures under pressure a little bit, not really identifying a catalyst for that. Bitcoin futures, they're trading in the red by almost a grand, 41,450. What we'll be looking at for Bitcoin will be that low from last week. And it's still a little ways away. That low was made last Monday at 40,450. That's basis the futures here, folks. That's the Bitcoin futures. Thanks for joining me here this morning on this Monday. Looking forward to a trading week here. S&Ps, well, we'll see what happens. If you are have a penchant for trying a short, which absolutely no one is doing anymore right now. You got to be aware that there's a pair of highs in the same area, and we just came up shy of that area, reaching 47.8450. As we come off that quad witch expiration where we had some big movements. So you guys let me know what's on your radar here. I'm going to update us on some stocks we never did get to cover NIO, getting a big investment here. The street likes it. It's getting a pop. Let's look at the commodities and futures here. And let's get the daily session. Boom. Okay. Wow. In NIO, you got to pop the 9, but now you're leaking. Not what you want to see. 9 was your resistance back in October, falling back to 860 here. I think any moves towards 9 will be met with sellers here off this $2.2 billion investment. If you're looking for a get fill here, the top of yesterday's range, that's a ways away. That's 814. So NIO moving off the big investment. What else did I want to do here? I'm just astonished by this move in Costco on Friday. Look at that. Blew it away. New all-time high, trading up another 5.5 bucks on Costco. Don't know what to give you for resistance. What I can give you for as support, though, minor support, is that highest mark you've ever had at 658.82 for Costco. Um, Quick questions on Walmart, and it's been getting hit, leader to laggard. Looks like we formed another little bid here at 150. But until Walmart can close above 154, yeah, we are 153.04. So keep an eye. 154 major resistance, 150 major support here. Manuel Costa is talking about all the gaps to fill in shop. And shop, let me make sure here I have my information correct here on shop. I mean, you could talk about these gaps, Manuel, but I mean, you could go broke waiting for these gaps, or you could miss out on some big moves, not going long, waiting for these gap fills. But let's take the current information we have along with the current price action. JMP Securities downgrade Shopify to market perform. That's after hitting a high of the move yesterday. But what I'll give you, forget about those gaps. Just look at today's price action and what we can glean from that. What we can glean from that is you did take out yesterday's low, which came in at, oh, no, yesterday's low, yeah, that's up there, 76 and a quarter. That is going to be resistance to fill the gap. Now coming back on the downside here, your 2-day low is 74.85. Your pre-market low is 74.86. So they bought the dip off this thing at a 2-day low. Now, if in fact you go through that with a gumption, then maybe you get a fact to get a chance to get the first gap fill that you're talking about at 74.09. And then after that, your next daily lows don't fall into down to 71. But you'd see what this market does in these strong stocks when they get the dips. It's just a lot of them don't stay down there for long. So that's your latest rating on Shopify. Trading in the red here today. Let's go back and see what else is on your radar here. Manuel Costa going with going with your simple technical analysis. Man, I mean, yeah, you could call the double top, or you could call this thing a breakout. 64.05 was your high back in February 2021. Where did you get to on Friday? 63.53. You backed off the close at 61.86. Now, I don't know where the closes were back in the good old days here when this made that all-time high before, but I'd be tracking this 61.86. I can't really tell you that it's good support for today because you did close near the low. So we have the resistance. So that's a double top on the monthlies. That's not much more than you can ask for. But if in fact you take out yesterday's low, Friday's low at 61.41, really nowhere to hide. 60.61, another buck drop, only trading up 8 cents in the market today. So Uber, yeah, it could be a double top. If you have a position, this was your target, your long-term targets, well, go ahead, take some chips off the table. If not, you see the breakouts, but it's been a big move. Let's look at its sister Lyft, LYFT, and see how that's trading. I know that finally had a little bit of a catch-up trade. $15. Whoo! Look at that. Lyft, 9 to 15 and a half in the month of November. Not much trades going on in the pre-market. If you're looking for monthly resistance here, there's not much in there. 1836 was your high back in February. Maybe we can go to the weeklies here. And I got a weekly high for you. A weekly high. Nope, that's 1836 as well. So not much as far as resistance here for Lyft. I would look for, if you're trading it on a daily basis and looking to trim, look at the average daily, 9-day trading range or whatever trading range you like to use, and use that as prospective targets in the issue. Let's see. WDC calls. Let's take a look. WDC, Western Digital. I mean, leader to laggard trade here. I mean, nice day. Had a good day on Friday. Little check back on Friday. Nice day on Thursday. Check back on Friday. Like to see it hold the $50 level. Next support level, which you're a little ways away, 49.56. Just don't want to see it lose 50. Let's maybe make a couple lows above 50 here. Blast above 52. Recent high of the move, 52.53. What is interesting on the monthlies here is you did clear the monthly resistance at 51. Well, not for good. You haven't put it in the rearview mirror, but I'm looking back to the middle of 2022 when you had two monthly highs right around the $51 area. Trying today, trading up 27 cents. So see if the rally can continue. In the shares of Western Digital, what else do we got here? Someone wants me to check on X. Not much to look at on X here. Deal on the table at 55. That's going to be, we'll see what the SEC has to say on that one. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Boom, boom. What else are we going for stocks here? Costco selling Starlink receivers. I didn't see that. Michael Crockett coming in to point out to us it is ON finally moving. Gap up day. Well, you got room up to 32 here, right? That's been your post August high, 32 to 34. Then you start to get into the gap area for on holdings, and boom boom. Let's just look at ON because that's came back and has filled the gap, traded down a nickel. What else do we have here? Boom, boom, boom. JP Morgan. Oh, AXON. That's the old Taser company. Axon Enterprises flat, new all-time high yesterday. New all-time closing high yesterday. What do you want to do on this one? Maybe just not chasing here. Just put your stop under the highest low that it ever made at 250.17 and let it run. Of course, we'll be looking at the mark at 255.98. Yesterday's high just up a little bit above that, 56.82. If you're looking for a target on the upside, pretty good day in volume. Actually, the volume's been picking up in this one too. So don't know if you're getting some short covering or people just start looking at the breakout, taking new longs. I was asked what's wrong with Microsoft, Apple, and Google. Well, it's just these stocks have been your leaders. And let's look at Microsoft. Hey, this is developing some consolidation here, in fact, folks. You had an inside day on Friday. Kind of interesting here. You're $3 off the high. So Microsoft not exhibiting relative strength here to the S&P, but how often have we been saying that over the last couple days? I'll call minor resistance at that close at 370.73, and then things open up to the high from yesterday at 72.40. What the Bulls have to do, they have to defend Friday's low, and that was right where it opened on Friday. 66.85 open, 66.28 low. Good ways away from that. Maybe we see another inside day here in Microsoft and then get another potential big boom. Now, Apple got dogged with some bad news after the close on Friday. I don't know if you guys were trading after hours, but you got the word on Friday. I believe it was Friday after the close. Chinese ban on Apple expands. Apple shares fall. The old China iPhone ban trick seems to be working its way in shares of Apple, trading at the lows of the pre-market session. Last time this happened, with the initial ban happened, it took a real tumble here. So I don't think you can totally ignore this news. You got a high or a low from Friday at 197. So if you're looking for a gap fill, which I'm sure a lot of other people are, 197 even would fill the gap, and then 197.57. That would be the mark from Friday, and that's not quite the closing high. All-time closing high in Apple 190, not 197.96. So tech a little bit weak, Google a little bit weak, had to pop, and then ooh man, this is concerning here if you're in Apple or excuse me in Google here. You have a quad top here. Is it more than a quad top? One, two, three, four. Let me look at my thing here. One, two, quintuple. What's five? Quintuplet, quintessential, whatever. You got five tops here. You got major resistance just under the 135 area. I'm expecting absolutely no upside until you can clear that 135 area. Minor support at that low from yesterday at 132.63. So I'm going to go back here and let's see here. We got all our stocks here. I think we're in. APO from last week, Christian Framhertz. We'll take a look at APO, Apollo Asset Management, up 44 cents. Don't call it a fake out. Could be a breakout up on light volume. Let's see if it can hold a 95 bid. The top of yesterday's range, 94.68. Light volume here. Love to see it above that. And then who knows for a target on the upside. Quintuple. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Thank you, Manuel Costa. Okay, folks, we're going to wrap it up here on this Monday. It's the last Monday of the year, right? Because we have Christmas, right? And then we have New Year's, but that's in the new year. So, hey, folks, no more Monday. Pre-Market Prep Plus. Joel kind of signing out today. Everyone have a great trading session. Back with you later on.